Hello and welcome back to some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. In our last episode, we managed to take down Hades and overthrow the underworld, sort of. And now we're here in Atlantis with his brother Poseidon. So now we must figure out this preliminary knowledge.
Hello, Layla.
Alethea? What are you doing in here?
Looks like Alethea is talking to us through the
Couldn't
Animus.
stop you physically, but perhaps I can make you understand through technical means.
No, I've got this. Stay out of it.
Huh. It's kind of ominous. Let's see. Let's climb our way through these. They look kind of like bookshelves, but I guess they don't exactly have books on them. Get up there somehow. Alright, there we go. Got a nice little treasure chest for our troubles. An Isu Commander Waistband. We also have like 4 skill points. Oh, that's probably because like when we went through the Hades fight, I reskilled and I probably never assigned them. Let's see here. Let's scan the Isu Codex. It looks a bit like one of those thingamajigs from Persephone's realm. So maybe it'll teach us some new skill.
But it feels like this staff is becoming a part of me. I think I'm starting to understand. It's like I can feel Isu memories and hear their wisdom.
Let's see. Poseidon, the Trident King, has decreed these rulings be followed without discretion throughout Atlantis. Rule 1. Rulings made by the Dicastes must be followed. The Dicastes will act as impartial judge and has authority over all except the Dicastes Basileus. Isu experimentation is prohibited on all humans, and the Dicastes will see to its adherence. Matters of Isu and human concern must be considered without bias. All judgments made by Dicastes will directly influence the cycle's success. Okay. So I guess that is the official guidebook here. Let's go ahead and jump back down into this well-placed, I guess that's not a hay bale, that's just a pile of flowers, I guess. Now we can leave the library over there and take a sweeping look at Atlantis. Episode 3.
Now I know what you meant about the sources being more concentrated. I feel different.
Many things are different here, Dicastes. You'll discover that in time. Atlantis awaits you. I have one rule that is absolute. Our technology cannot be used on my human civilians. Their bodies cannot withstand the power. The Isu know this above all.
So, I'm free to go. What task should the Dicastes do first?
Even Atlantis is not a perfect society. It yearns for balance. So be that balance. Then when your role as guide to the people is fulfilled, it may well be perfection. Don't worry. You've already earned my respect, which is a trial in itself.
Dicastis. His Eminence Atlas humbly requests that you join him at his Doma to discuss a matter of grave importance.
Right. I'll make sure to stop by.
Did he say Atlas?
His Eminence?
Huh.
This place has more kings than Sparta.
Okay. Looks like we got a new weapon. Let's look at this real quick. Some kind of staff. Here we are. 19% warrior damage, 21% damage to staff. Staff damage becomes knockdown damage? Okay, I guess we'll try that. Okay, huh. Interesting. Let's see where we're going. Looks like we're going straight down. Let's take a look at the map here. Okay, so looks like we got a circle map. A circular area rightfully yours. Suppose we will check that in a bit. For right now, let's go ahead and meet up with Atlas. See how he's doing. I'll be honest, I'm not new Discastis. Okay, that's interesting. I'll be honest, I'm not too familiar with the lore of Atlas other than he was like sentenced to like hold the entire Earth on his back like he is traditionally depicted. Outside of that, I don't really know much else about his background. Although he doesn't look as big and strong as he's usually depicted. This doesn't look like the type of man that could hold the entire Earth on his back.
I take it? In the flesh. I thank you for coming to see me. I'm sure you're very busy. The burden my father gave you is not a light one.
I'm happy to
Your
help.
messenger told me it was urgent.
Gravely urgent, indeed.
Well, here I am.
It's my brothers, the Archons. They have issues with the human populations under their control. Tensions between Isu and humans are mounting. Without order, the problems will grow severe.
I'll try to use my position to help them where I can.
Find Hadiros, Amphiris, and Azaeas. Through your shining example, I hope they learn the valuable lessons in discipline they so desperately need.
And if I help them, you're hoping it'll maintain the peace between Isu and humans.
That's the plan. Poseidon should have known they weren't ready for the responsibility an Archon bears. But that's his failing.
Tell me
Okay.
about Gadiros.
You'll find him near the arena, hard at work planning his next exhilarating spectacle, I'm sure.
What should I know about Amphiris?
He's probably off terrorizing people near the fortified Doma of Ochtonos. Make sure you don't sneak up on him. He's quite jumpy.
What about Azais? Who is he?
You'll find dear Azais wherever there is humanitarian work to be done. I heard there were some issues near the Doma of Amphiris.
We have Archons where I'm from. Do they fulfill the same duties?
They are charged with overseeing and ruling the humans of Atlantis, ensuring all live comfortably and peacefully, a job at which I fear they're failing.
There always seems to be unrest between the two races. The Underworld and Elysium were no different.
Time passes and tensions keep building. I expected my father to handle it, but Atlantis grows steadily worse, and no one wants to see what could happen if precautions are not taken.
Alright.
I'll find the Archons and make sure their problems are taken care of.
What was that nod at the end there? Is he asking me for like a tip or something? What? Something in here? Are we actually gonna find anything over here, or is this just a dead end? It's hard to tell. Anyway, maybe I think we should start trying to make our way over to this quest if we can. Let's see. Our current quest is to help Archons. One is near the Doma. Okay, so I guess we gotta try to figure out where those locations are, I guess. Amphiris, Doma of Otto. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna have to do some exploring. But first, let's try to go over to this this quest over here. All right, here we are at the quest marker. Looks like we have a fallen soldier.
What's this? A message?
The armor that's come into your possession represents protection, not meant for us. It was forged for the Castas, who's to say they deserve all the power in Atlantis? In this realm of Isu versus human, a just de Castas will let us, the Atlantean polemarks, keep it for ourselves until we are found out. The pieces are spread amongst you in the Domas of Mestor. Okay, so we got a bunch of other Domas that we gotta explore. Okay, so that's another kind of thing that we need to be keeping track of. Let's try to go ahead and grab this viewpoint over here, and then maybe we'll check on this quest over here. Lighten up.
Ah, the Castis. I heard you can help me with the solar floral regeneration project.
The what?
Oh, forgive me. Let me start from the beginning. I'm Neocles, an imperial botanist here in Atlantis. I'm engineering a way to aid floral regrowth.
The flowers here can't just grow on their own?
Oh, no! You're not one of those followers of Minerva, are you?
Minerva.
I don't know anyone named Minerva.
Her students are so small-minded about my photosynthesis accelerator. If you want to be a scholar, why follow such a rudimentary doctrine?
Look, do you need something from me?
Oh, apologies, Nicastis. You're new to Atlantis, and I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me begin. Basically, the plants are a key resource for us here. But a few cycles ago, humans overpicked them, and now the air is suffering.
You want to grow more?
In a sense, yes. I have a hypothesis, a theory that using a natural power source stronger than the sun will promote sustainable growth.
You're losing me again.
There are devices that project beams of light around the Garden of Triton. Redirecting them using the reflective surfaces would stimulate floral regrowth.
You want me to move your lights?
Yes! And the Castis, taking care of our natural resources, would send a message to all of Atlantis.
A good message, I hope.
Okay. So we have to redirect some light
It looks
beams
like all the light beams need to hit that central structure.
in order to aid the photosynthesis of the plants. Seems like a noble cause. I think we'll go ahead and work on that, right? I think we've seen one or two light puzzles in this
That
game
must
so
be the
far.
device Neocles mentioned. Reminds me of how I opened the door to Atlantis.
Yeah, we did open the door to Atlantis this way. Alright. Guessing we will need to move you out of the way. And get rid of these pots or jars. Which will bend the light around to here, which I guess we just knock down that partition.
That worked. First one down.
Alright, nice. 1 out of 3 down. 2 more to go. Alright, here we are at the second beam of light. I will say that these puzzles feel a bit more simple than the ones we've seen before. Although this one seems like it might be a little tricky. Let's see. Maybe we slide you into here. Okay, that appears to work. And now the light is stuck on another partition. There we go. 2 out of 3 down. 1 more to go. Where is the last one? Oh, I think I see it over there. Alright, here we are at the third one. Got some more blocks to move out of the way. I am guessing we will need to move this mirror into position. Go. And I presume we are going to be moving you guys out of the way. Maybe we'll be bringing that one mirror back over here to redirect the beam. Maybe the beam just goes where it needs to go regardless. And then we have another wooden partition. Yeah! And there we go, 3 for 3.
Beautiful. That should do it. I'll tell Neocles it's done. That doesn't seem good. What happened?
It appears we may have overloaded it. Doesn't look like we got any flowers to bloom either. What an unfortunate tragedy.
I moved your light beams. It seemed to be working, but then...
The beams are aligned, yes, but the power isn't running.
What do you think
Lost
the problem is?
power.
None of this makes any sense. The light beams should expand across the gardens and present with enhanced photons.
There might be something wrong with your theory. I still don't see how this light is any better than the sun.
The sun! That's it! The power source must also be displaced, rendering this light no different than the sun. No wonder you're the Vicastis. That's brilliant!
What?
So the next step is...
Go to the control room and make sure the power source isn't displaced.
And what exactly is this source?
An igneous matter consisting of Imperial... It's a rock. Just make sure there's a rock in the control room.
Fine. I'll go see if this rock is there.
Okay, let's go check on the status of this rock. Alright, here we are. How do we get in? We just present our staff and walk through the door.
Looks like Neoclis was right. There is no rock here.
Who are you?
Stop right there! Get back here!
I have a weird feeling that this might end up being the Minerva that we've heard so much about. And when I say heard so much... Wait, did you just run through the wall? Oh, I guess you just ran this way. Oh shoot, I didn't see the drop. I gotta look at my depth perception. Come back here. I will catch you eventually. There's no point in resisting. What?
The thief must be in here somewhere.
Okay, when it said objective failed, I thought that meant that I wasn't really...
Maybe if I move some things
Quest.
around.
It said to move some things around? Look for like hidden compartments, I suppose? Maybe here? No. Here? No, nothing there. How about here? I don't know. It's a bit unclear exactly what I'm supposed to be looking for. I feel like there's just gonna be some kind of hidden door behind one of these. Right? Ah, there you are.
What's the Dicastis doing running around here?
I'm chasing down a thief. Looks like you're the one who took Neoclis' rock.
My name is Melita. I'm an environmental
Melita.
biologist, not a thief. Neoclis has no claim to a natural power source like this.
That rock must be worth a lot if you're trying to steal it.
You're the Dicastis and you have no idea what the power source is? Aren't you invested in the future of our resources?
It's easy. Put the rock in Neoclis' device and we'll fix the flowers.
This isn't Neoclis' first attempt at population balancing. When the flowers were overpicked and the bees started dying, first he attempted to artificially pollinate the flowers. When he artificially pollinated the flowers, the soil degraded. When the soil...
I get the idea. But then, how would you fix the gardens?
I wouldn't. Nature has been healing itself for eons. Neoclis needs to stop meddling.
Makes sense.
Melita! You've always been obtuse about the project. No accountability for civilization's impact on the ecosystem.
Insanity is trying the same thing over and
A
over
typical
again and expecting different
hyper-industrialization
results. When will
plot.
you accept your hypothesis has failed?
Failed is inaccurate terminology. I simply adjusted my theory after experiencing unintended results.
Enough bickering, both of you.
You're right. I wanted to destroy the power source to end his project once and for all. But as the Dicastis, it should be your decision.
I think we'll probably destroy the rock. I think that makes sense. I think it's just doing damage to the soil and it's gonna harm the long-term benefits.
All right, give me the rock. I'll end this once and for all.
Are you mad? You've completely annihilated our chances at future sustainability.
Trust in Gaia. Nature will heal itself if you allow it.
Thank you, Licastis. This is the right direction to go in. We might not see improvements right away, but the gardens will heal themselves.
Alright. I guess that ends our saga in this part of Atlantis. I assume, at least. Birds and the bees. What is this symbol? Repository of Iris. Okay, I guess that's where we just were, I assume? I assume that's the building we were just inside of. Let's head over here to this viewpoint and grab this quest over here. What is this one? Most adamant. Garden of Triton. Yeah, I think we still need to do some scouting, kind of get a lay of the land. And hopefully the viewpoints and the quest will allow us to learn where everything is here in Atlantis.
Those flowers don't look good. I wonder what she'd make of these.
This area looks interesting. Let's explore.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Actually, let's scout it with Icaros first. Oh, okay. Looks like there's a lot of stuff going on down here. Alright, let's see. Okay. Is that a pole mark over there? Oh wait, is this gonna give us a new ability? This isn't gonna give us a new ability. It's just gonna give us. I will enforce the ban on humans experimentation in the every coming cycle, but I fear I cannot do this on my own. I need to search for one to lighten the weight of judgment from my shoulders. Of course, I want to find my sons worthy, but wanting it does not make it so. Perhaps Atlas could bear this responsibility in time, but his role must be fulfilled long before he's ready. Okay. So I'm guessing Poseidon was the Decastis before us. He might have mentioned this before and I just wasn't paying attention. And I'm guessing that Atlas is the son of Poseidon, which I did not know. So that's good information. It's good to know. Oh, so our staff. Wait, did that knock him out? Okay, so the staff knocks people out instead of killing them. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if we really need that anymore.
You stand no chance.
But we could have used that when we were in the other, oh gosh, Persephone's domain, Elysium. We had to knock out some people and recruit them for the cause. Yeah, we did some reskilling in our fight against Hades, and so now our hero strike is souped up and really powerful. It's doing a lot of damage now, and we get like big cooldown reduction on successful parry, so that hero strike is going to be a staple for us going for. Oh gosh. Yeah, this battle crab area isn't doing as much damage as it was before. Alright. That fight ended up being a little bit more intense than I expected it to be. But go ahead and grab this over here. What is this? Sister realm is back to Phaeon and to Saturn's open arms. Huh. Okay, so there's like a lot of lore here. A lot of lore in Atlas. We wanted to scan this. What is this over here? Isu data cache. Alright, let's see what's in here.
What was in that box? My body is tingling like mad. There must be more of these somewhere.
Okay, that's interesting. So we're just absorbing knowledge. We got an ability point too. So that's I guess that's this realm's version of the Tartaros rifts from the underworld, or the marble maiden statues from Elysium. Let's do a little bit more scouting around here. What else do we have going on here? We got some torches, adamant ingots. Okay, looks like it's over here. Oops. Let's see.
This metal is heavy.
What the
Here's a
heck?
note.
Enclosed is the last adamant ingot from the...
This can be used to create weapons. I have to find this place.
Oh, old forge of Atlantis, south of the royal mountain of Poseidon. The rest of the ingots should be kept in multiple cities. Okay, so we have some adamant ingots. Okay. So we inadvertently picked up a new quest. Father of Atlantis, 1 of 2. So I think we actually picked up 2 of 2 first, but this is 1 of 2. Burden of Judgment has always been a heavy one. I have outlawed experimentation on humans for the innate cruelty. Yeah, okay. Standard stuff. Got some fresh fish. That's funny. You look for these torches. Try to take those out. Right here. And then it looks like there might be one up here as well. Go ahead and grab this. This is an interesting area. It's like we're in a... It's kind of like we're in a cave, but like this almost seems more like a house than a cave, so... It's a very interesting niche of this region. Anyway. Let's continue, make our way over to this quest mark over here, see what they have for us. Over there. Alright, here we are at the viewpoint. The quest marker is right below us. I think we're on the very edge of Atlantis, the outskirts, so to speak. And I believe the quest marker should be right below us, and I believe this is going to be a pretty satisfying leap of faith. That was a nice one. It seems like this area is going to have a lot of like verticality, so I feel like we're going to get a lot of nice leaps of faith while we stay here.
Quick, follow me.
and trust a stranger.
I'm no stranger. I'm El Peace, and I've been watching you.
That's not ominous
Watching
at all.
me?
I'll drop the cloak and dagger. I've been training to become like you, but training isn't enough. You're more than a warrior. The blood of the gods runs through your veins.
I thought they preferred Isu in Atlantis.
The Isu may as well be the divine with how they rule. Cold, calculating, indifferent to the people milling beneath them. But it's not just Isu blood that makes you special, is it? There's something else.
Well, you tell me.
I'm talking about this. Your
What?
spear.
How is she just allowed to take that from me? Why didn't I kill her? You better give it back.
I almost decapitated the last man that looked at my spear. Give it back.
Of course, the Castis. I was just showing off.
So, what do you want from me?
I'm involved with Atlas.
Involved?
He's afraid of taking the relationship public. He says his enemies would exploit me as his weakness, so he keeps me a secret.
Wait, you're in love with Atlas?
That
From
sounds
my
like
experience, I'm not sure Isu meant
ploy
true
by
love.
Atlas. I think Atlas is probably
Nevertheless, I need to make him see that I
has
can
many
be
maidens
his
across the
strength.
land and tells them all
Our
the same story.
partnership might be a key to bridging the gap between Isu and humans.
Your love is strategic.
If we take the relationship public, we could marry and I could rule the district by his side, influence policy and ease the tension between the two groups. But so long as I am merely human, it can never be. That's why I want to be
Oh,
like
so
you.
she wants to be like us for our blood. She doesn't want to be an assassin. That's interesting. It's the first time I've heard that.
You seem very
my
passionate
tenure of
about
this game.
Atlantean politics.
Atlas doesn't approach the human and Isu conflict with compassion for humanity. I believe I can bring that compassion.
Okay, I'll
It
help
would be
you.
nice to have another ally in Atlantis. What's your plan?
At the Adamant Metalon, they harvest a metal used to create devices just like your spear.
My spear's the strongest metal ever forged. Could this be used to forge other weapons?
Well, adamant ingots could, but what I need is raw adamant. I know the one who can forge it for me. The Atlas can't suspect what I'm up to, so make sure you're not seen.
He doesn't know about this.
I'll tell him the truth when the time is right. Please, hurry back.
Huh. Okay, so we need to get some raw adamant. We did get an ingot from that last cave we kind of plundered, but now we need the raw adamant. So that's another item to add to our grocery list. Oh my gosh, got a lot of stuff going on now. We got a whole bunch of people we got to talk to for Atlas. We have these keeper insights that we need to find, and then I think we have like some armor here. Yes, these armor that we have to retrieve from the pole marks. Then we have the ingots to craft the legendary weapons. Yeah, a long grocery list. And then we have to reach knowledge sequence 1, which I guess is like this kind of... It's almost like a reverse influence thing. Like in all the regions in the overworld, you have like the influence of the ruling nation that you have to lower, and now instead we're trying to increase our knowledge, which is kind of an interesting change of pace. I kind of like it. That's kind of cool. We're trying to learn more about ourselves rather than destroy the control that's already in place or whatever. I like it. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I think that is going to be it for us for today. I think I am going to call it. We had a nice introduction to Atlantis. And yeah, join us next time as we try to cross off some items from this long grocery list of a quest queue that we have going. All right, see you guys then.